Since I first worked with the design team that made the invisible thread reel in 1988, we thought we had a finished product that would never be improved. But in the more than 20 years that followed, I've seen dozens, if not hundreds, of different variations of invisible thread reels that use the same basic mechanism to accomplish its goal: a center core attached to two elastic bands. This was our design back in the late 80s, and it has persevered for most of 20 years. Why? It works. There's no batteries, there's only one moving part, it's very simple in its design. This is a good thing. I didn't want to mess with that. But when I decided here, all these years later, that I wanted to put out something new, something better, something smarter, I had to sit down for most of a year with my team and design something a little more practical. Some of the things we changed were safety pins. The original designs, and many invisible thread reels today on the market, use safety pins glued onto the acrylic outside frame. The safety pins poke holes in your clothes. Safety pins cause run in your fabric. Safety pins take too long to put on and take off. They're a pain. So we went with alligator clips. Now there's other reels that have alligator clips. The problem is they're affixed to the outer tube with the same glue. That glue rips off. And even though we went through dozens of different acrylic glues, epoxy glues, plastic glues, we couldn't find something that would stay affixed to the outside of the container. We finally came up with magnetic mounts. Something that could mount to the acrylic, something that could mount to the stainless steel. Something that would reverse itself just by pushing it. My favorite feature. But under the hood, there's some things that most people won't see. For example, the thread. This is ITK6. It's the strongest invisible thread ever spun in a reel. Yes, it's stronger than Kevlar. It is just as invisible, it's just as easy to use, and it's a whole heck of a lot tougher. The elastic bands on either end. We went through 15 different permutations of materials before we found this one that was just thin enough but still had good elasticity. So this reel has excellent pull and yet doesn't bind up too early, giving you about 10 to 12 feet of maximum range. The cloth mufflers, again, dozens of different materials we went through before we finally settled on this, which makes your reel very quiet, very stable, and stays centered all the time. The last of the improvements is the overall size of the GTR. It's small enough to fit inside its custom-built sliding tray. The tray is designed to slide into any poker-sized playing card box, making it easy to store, transport, and even use from your shirt pocket as an invisible thread reel without having to have buttons. The GTR, it's simply smarter.